Jai Srila Prabhupada and
Krishna,
Gurudev.
everyone. I'm in Dubai. No, Abu Dhabi. Actually, I'm in Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
This is in UAE, part of Gulf region, or you may say Middle East. Yeah.
very nice country, Maharaj.
Yeah, very materialistic country.
I was there in
People
1960.
are more
Abu Dhabi.
more materialistic than America when it comes to the investment of money from all over the world. People are restricted in their movements because it's not openly that you can drink alcohol or too many of sinful activities, but it is going on. I'm going tomorrow, leaving tomorrow, midnight, going to North America. My first stop will be in Washington, D.C. Yes.
Very well.
We are waiting for.
Then we'll go to Atlanta, then New York, then North Carolina, then San Jose, then Boise, then Seattle, Washington, then Vancouver, then Calgary, then Toronto, and hopefully Detroit. I don't know if I have time for Montreal. Well, maybe I can swing there. And let's see.
What
Maybe
about
you-
Edmonton, Maharaj?
Huh?
Edmonton.
Oh, no. We will try to go, even just to go for a day. There's not much time also. I want to catch up. Maybe Guru Maharaj will come. He said he wants to come to North America, but I don't know if that is also will be advisable in his condition. I believe you're all been updated. Guru Maharaj is somewhere in Maharashtra, maybe Pune. He was in Kargar. I believe he's going to Pune. And then Mumbai again. Then he'll return to Delhi to do the necessary procedure so that at least the issue can be normalized up to a certain extent in terms of his heart. You must have seen a lot of pictures of him doing artics, going for japa walks. Also, was very busy in Delhi. The 25th anniversary of the opening of the temple in Delhi. Also, the installation of Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, Prahlad Maharaj. Yeah, and he went to different temples as well in Delhi. So let's hope his health improve more and more. But again, everything is in the hands of Lord Krishna, especially traveling long distance wise. I don't know. We all hope so that he'll come, but I talked to some devotees in India, some senior God brothers, and at least one says that, no, preferably he will not want Guru Maharaj to travel that far, that long. I know Guru Maharaj's feet is itching so much for his regular program, but it may not be possible at this moment because it still is not 100% the same as he was before. Advaita Acharya Prabhu is more updated because we have a healthcare team of doctors that's also monitoring his health, even in day-to-day activities and sleeping time and all these things is being recorded like in a journal. So, but he's improving a lot, I may say. He gained some weight since I saw him almost 2 months ago. He's gaining weight. Looks like his appetite is going back to normal, but still many tests are being done before the procedure, but I think he's almost ready now for the procedure. Is that correct, Advaita Acharya Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj, I think a big night for us is like a Monday night or Tuesday morning in Delhi. Is planning to have surgery procedures. And I'm sure that health team from Delhi will put some information and start prayers, intensive prayers maybe should be done. I think that's if he decides to go for procedure Tuesday morning. Tentative plan right now is that he's on Tuesday morning. So it's coming back on, I think, a Monday to Delhi, and he's going to take rest for at least 8-10 hours, hopefully. Yeah, Guru Maharaj says that he gained 4 pounds weight. I talked to him a couple of days ago. Oh, that's surprise. And but he's in good spirit. He wants to. Still, he's just telling about double mind. He says, "Should I do it or not do it?" Even 2 days ago, 3 days ago, he said. But hopefully, he'll get it done. It's over because all doctors believe that should be done.
Yeah.
But Guru Maharaj, maybe I'm sure, gets inspirations from Krishna, and he will make right decision. So that's 2 days ago he spoke to. Hoping that I think we should definitely start prayers every day, but I think we should definitely Monday night USA time. I think we should intensive prayer should be done. If it's we finalize on Monday, so in a couple of days, tomorrow we'll find out more.
Yes, it should be ongoing every day.
Yeah.
Until he's fully recovered. As I mentioned.
Yeah, I think the best thing is that at the end of, I think, June, he's planning to come to USA or North America trip.
But if he will come, then he should not do again the usual program. It's like last time he was there, he only made 4 stops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This time only 1 stop, most likely. That's
Washington.
Only Washington. But our Guru Maharaj decides daily basis. 24 hours he makes the decisions, right?
That's true. That Param Atma is very much in touch with the Param Atma, the super soul. So he knows what to do. He knows how to decide these things.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. If there's anything else, I would like to read from the Bhagavad Gita. Everyone looks very much here. Hmm. How is your reading the book,
Books.
the Glory of India book? You know, yeah. How is the reading session? The
It's going
program?
on.
Many
It's going.
many are joining.
About 48. Second I can have a report.
Okay, that's a weekly program, no?
Yeah.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturdays. Okay, good. We need that.
It's been very inspirational just to
Yeah,
read about Maharaj and many things we did not even know. And
yeah.
so very, very inspirational. I mean, we already had such high respect for Maharaj, but it goes even higher if that's possible, having read that book.
Yeah, the sacrifice that
Yeah.
he did, and all the devotees who were involved in the very beginning,
Yeah.
is due also to the mainly the inspiration coming from our spiritual master, our Guru Maharaj, that made it possible to complete that project. It's a big project.
Absolutely. There were many examples of that in that book.
Mm-mm. Could be one of our biggest preaching programs in the world. Thousands, sometimes it's about 40,000 people come on a weekend during, Ekadasis. It goes up to 40,000. That is like not even Janmastami in North America. But the same in Vrindavan. Oh boy, it's very overwhelming. So many influx of yatris or pilgrims come every day. Yeah. We have to take out the book stall as you enter. On the right, there's a book stall and also the Mahaprasadam stall. So when you come to Vrindavan, you will still find the Mahaprasad stall, but he will not be there. So that we'll have a good flow, crowd control. We have a big project in Vrindavan also, 100 crore project, 100 crore rupees, whereby we'll have big guest house, cultural center. Gurukul, half of the Gurukul is almost demolished. And we have a scheme. I'm going to let you know later on. If you wish to be part of that project, it's a golden opportunity for you to help Krishna Balaram Mandir in this way. And also you will be able to have secure your room. It's very difficult to find rooms in Vrindavan, and it's getting more and more crowded as the day passes by. So yeah, we have a program. When we're ready to present, I will let you know. The Krishna Hall, the big Prasadam Hall now is in the Goshala. Yeah, devotees are saying, oh no, do we have to walk that far? Well, I guess if you're hungry, you have to walk even for a mile. It's like Steve Jobs. He had to walk a few miles just to have prasadam. on Sundays, Sunday feast program. So it'll be a big change, but very, very wonderful offering to Srila Prabhupada and to their lordships. It's big. It's gonna be big. Okay, so I guess we'll start reading from the Bhagavad Gita. If you have any questions regarding Guru Maharaj, we'll try to answer. Otherwise, we'll move on. Your internet connection is unstable.
Yeah, we dropped. It's a little
That's
flaky.
why my. What's going on here, Prabhu? Huh? You see? It's okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now it's a little better, I think.
I don't think we can.
Huh?
The video is, well, okay.
It's stable.
We were frozen for a while. Let's see.
Yeah, I was giving a class this afternoon and it was cut off. Only 1/3 of the class was recorded. Here I'm very busy. 4 programs every day. One in morning, then noon, then this is the 3rd one. Okay, and then I have another one after this. I hope you don't give me too much also when I go to your cities. Too much programs. It's a different mood here. Everyone is working so hard, but they cannot do much about it. It's like part of their karma is to be in one of the richest country in the world. Huh? But they have to work so hard. But one thing is good, it's like blessings in disguise that they are serious in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, if they were in India, it may not happen. But because here it's very difficult to practice Krishna consciousness openly. But nowadays, I'm able to walk with my sannyas dress outside. Before, I have to change. I have to put on pants and shirt. And then when I reach the venue, I will change into sannyas cloth. And then after the program, I will go back again to pants and shirt. It's like Superman, it's like you open like this. But now it's very different, which is a good sign because they have a new temple also, a Hindu temple. They gave a designated area in Dubai. There's a church, Catholic church. There is also a Gurudwara. Huh?
Yeah.
And now there's the temple. And here they're building or constructing. I don't know if it's done. Swami Narayan temple. That's quite big. Oh, looks like Nitya Krishna Prabhu is back in Detroit. I can see the background there. Is
Yes.
Detroit background.
Yes, Maharaj, I'm back. Back yesterday.
Yesterday. Did you have a good time?
Sure.
Time. Thank you for your association. Yes, it was very nice.
Very good. Okay. Shall we proceed?
Hari Bol.
Prabhupada's books and see what we can read about Srila Prabhupada's book. I always encourage everyone here to read every day. I'm sure most of you are reading every day Srila Prabhupada's books. That's part of the medicine. Chanting and also reading. But our Guru Maharaj says, though, that one one spiritual master who just passed away. Just by reading alone, our Guru Maharaj must have said this also, mentioned also. Reading and chanting alone is not good enough. You have to do practical devotional service, especially if you're nearby a temple. I think there was a statement like that from Guru Maharaj also, isn't it?
Yes, it was one of the Delhi quotes.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah. One spiritual master who just passed away recently, he was telling also to his disciples, His Holiness Kadamba Kanana Maharaj, he was telling this also, that one should be practical, do some practical service. It doesn't matter what it is, but be engaged somehow, be connected to the local temple, wherever you are. And our Guru Maharaj always encourage us to do the same. I hope you're also being engaged somehow, instead of just work. Here in UAE, there's so many Bhakti Vriksha programs. They have so many preaching programs, especially the children. They give so much emphasis on the children. I know Detroit, they're doing that also. When I was there, I'm sure Toronto also, and also in Atlanta. Washington, I don't know. I have some messages from Dibyananda Prabhu that, he has 2 daughters, and they're finding it difficult for them to have association the same age. Is that true? Jagannath, Priya
Yep.
Prabhu?
They have Sunday school at temple, little bit of that, but I think they're homeschooling their kids and trying to find other kids who can be, similar to them and can be homeschooled.
Yeah.
In Baltimore, they're doing it.
Baltimore, that's good. So engage your children, if you have young ones, as much as possible, the same association, likewise, like-minded devotees. It's
We,
very
we are
important.
we are doing it on a large scale in Edmonton because our Bhakta Prahlad school room is small, so we're doing it in front of the altar on top. We're expecting a big crowd this coming Saturday, Maharaj.
Good, good. You can have a festival, just giving you an idea. They have festivals here just for the kids. They have Natkat Mela. Naughty. Natkat means naughty.
Mhm.
Yeah, kids are naughty, right?
Yeah.
Natkat Mela. Many activities during the whole day. They have also a mini Kirtan Mela, only the children. The children, they learn music, harmonium, mridanga, and so on, because they are the future of our movement, of our society. So I'm sure in Vancouver also, they have something like that. Is that correct, Jai Govinda Prabhu?
I just came on, Maharaj. I didn't hear the previous sentence. I didn't realize you were starting early. I'm sorry.
Oh, that there are many temples in North America. They have programs for the children to engage them, to keep them busy, giving them a lot of activities so that they'll be Krishna conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Vancouver, we do have programs like that. Of course, it can always increase, but we have a very nice couple devotee, Haridam and his wife, Dam Rupini, oversee the children's activities. And whenever we have an event, we always encourage the children, put them in the dramas. I think in Edmonton, they just had a nice program for the children.
So children, there's a certain age bracket also that when it comes to a certain age, like teenagers, they have a different mindset also. When they grew up a little bit, there's a different engagement as well for them. So there are many avenues whereby we can engage them. Prabhupada gave so much emphasis on the children, for they will be our future. But whatever we are doing right now, or where our status right now, will also reflect what will be the future of our movement, the next generation and the generation after that will be based on how strong and Krishna conscious the devotees at present. That is most important. It's like building a foundation. You need a strong foundation in the beginning so that the structure will not be toppled. That will not be, it will not broke down. Okay, so as much as possible, as I mentioned, we should pray every day for our Guru Maharaj and dedicate your artik to him. How many times you do artiks at home? Dedicate your japa. Dedicate practically the whole day of your activities for our Guru Maharaj to come back to the same as he was before. At least stay with us for long, many years, being strong and healthy and have a long life. And we should pray for everyone also. In our movement nowadays, there are many of Srila Prabhupada's disciples are really getting ill, like Shivaram Swami. He had a mild stroke. So maybe he'll have some issue also in his body, some, what do you call it? When one get into this position of having stroke, some parts of the body may be paralyzed. Kabichandra Swami also, he fell ill also somewhere in Europe. Jaipatak Swami also, now they found out he has cancer, skin cancer. He's in the US right now having this treatment of skin cancer. So the main pillars of our movement are in the old age bracket now, you may say. Old age. After old age, what's next? Huh?
In their case, going back to Godhead.
That's right. And then we will be left orphaned, so to speak. So we should be able to stand on our feet, become strong. Otherwise, what will happen to our movement for the next 10,000 years, as Prabhupada has predicted? We should think about that. We should take advantage as much as possible their association. Most of them are in their late or early or middle 70s. Some of them are early 70s. Prabhupada says old age starts at 70 years old. Like when he crossed the Atlantic Ocean, he celebrated his 70th birthday along the Jaladuta, the ship. So some of us are getting close to that, maybe. So we're all getting old. But Prabhupada says old age means you're about to die. And we don't know when we are going to leave this body. So practically speaking, we are all old right now. But we pray to Lord Krishna to give us also long life to live more so that we can contribute to the Sankirtan mission as our reciprocation for being also saved from the onslaught of Maya. There should be always a feeling of gratitude amongst the devotees, so that we should always be able to value whatever we have, and whatever we'll be able to give to others, that is the most glorious to help Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada says one time, I have a wish, or I wish that the entire universe will become Krishna conscious. Not just the planet Earth. His wish, his praying to save the entire universe. We're finding it even difficult to save ourselves. As Prabhupada says, what? Saving others is good, but better than that is first you save yourself. Become very sincere in our execution of bhakti. Then we can be very, very effective. This is what actually our Guru Maharaj wants us to do. To be strong in Krishna consciousness, and also to preach, to tell others about Krishna. Am I correct?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a big guru. If you can tell one person every day about Krishna, that is successful. Consider that to be a success. It's like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He would have his disciples to distribute even pamphlets. And if his disciples can distribute at least one, he will be so happy. He'll be so happy. So our Guru Maharaj, it's like Prabhupada says also, as long as my books has been distributed, I will live forever. So our Guru Maharaj is like that also. I know, while traveling with him, whenever he will come to a temple or see his disciples, he will ask also, how are you doing? Are you preaching? Are you distributing books? So if you can carry few books with you wherever you go, even in the gas station, you can give the gas attendant, instead of giving a tip, give him a book, small book. I have one devotee here. His father is in Orissa. But his father, typically, he's not a devotee. So the son, he got initiated by Guru Maharaj. So he had a thought to send a Bhagavad Gita to his father, because he told me that if I give the Bhagavad Gita directly to his hand, he will not accept it. So he sent by mail, courier, and the father received the Bhagavad Gita, and he started to read the Bhagavad Gita, and he became a devotee. Now he's like the Pujari. He built a temple in his village near Brahmpur in Orissa. And his father now is the Pujari, the main Pujari. That is a success. You can measure actually the success also that we are making advancement if we can convince. Prabhupada says, if you can make one devotee, a person to be a devotee of Krishna, at least one, guaranteed you go back home, back to Godhead. So it doesn't have to be like 10,000 disciples. No, just at least one. But to be effective, our Guru Maharaj says that also, that we have to be strong ourselves. Not to fail to chant our minimum 16 rounds every day. Read Srila Prabhupada's books and preach. Okay, do we want to read now? Or do you have any questions?
It's up to you, Maharaj. It's 9, or we're doing 40 minutes. When do you have to leave today?
Huh?
When do you
No,
have,
my flight is tomorrow, but I have
No.
another.
no, I'm sorry. Like, when do you have to be done with this program? You have another program, right?
No, yeah, I can go for till, what time is the program there? 7:30 or 7?
7 we can revise.
I have another 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, if you like, you can take questions from devotees. or
If you have
can-
any questions,
Maharaj,
Any-
I have a question.
yes, sir.
Obviously, in ISKCON, we emphasize Krishna consciousness. We emphasize reading Srila Prabhupada books, how to do service and how to preach and all those things, which is great. Clearly, that's required. What I'm observing over many, many years is that there are many of us who are perhaps good devotee in the sense of doing our services and everything else that Prabhupada has asked for, but our interaction with other people are not very good.
Oh,
And I find that many, even senior devotees, have difficulty dealing with other people or facing challenges in the outside world, outside the temple, and they have a lot of difficulties. And I'm wondering if it makes sense to also emphasize that other side of life, because we are living in the material world. We have to deal with people, we have to deal with situations, circumstances, and we have very little training in that area. As a result, there's so many, maybe fights is not the right word, but a difference of opinion, arguments, etc., that go on just about everywhere. So my question basically to you is that, does it make sense to also include teachings on those aspects of life for the devotees?
yes and no.
Okay.
If one is Krishna conscious, he doesn't need any other material skills to interact to others. But as Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, the only thing lacking in this world is Krishna consciousness. So as I mentioned, just like I went into this GBC college. GBC college means it teaches us to learn basic skills, like in the corporate world. And some devotees, they quit. They quit the program because they thought, why do I need to this about learning TED Talks? Have you heard of TED Talks? Right? Trying to increase your presentation up to a level that you can be able to convince others. And it's short talks, but it's very effective. So what I've learned from that program is that it is natural. If you're Krishna conscious, you don't have to go through that. But it's just like the criteria is that if you go to that college, GBC college, which is now, before it was free, now you have to pay. that you can be prepared to be a zonal supervisor. So you can be a assistant to the zonal secretaries, the GBC. You'll do a lot of work. So in a sense, you may need all those things. Also, how to deal with devotees, how to deal with some situations. Yes, others may need those kind of skills, how to converse, how to talk to others. And yeah, we are a personal movement, but they're still lacking. That sometimes we're very impersonal, even amongst each other, the devotee-wise. What to say of others. Sometimes some devotees, it's easier for them to talk with the non-devotee than with the fellow devotee. So how is that? It should be equal. If you're good outside, you should be good inside also. But very often, because there is a, what do you call this? Power trip, struggle, envy. Even within devotees, there is envious mentality. That is because we're all still in the conditioned state. We're not able to understand each other's feelings. We're not be able to understand each other's emotions. But Srila Prabhupada is so super Krishna conscious, he can relate to everyone and anyone because of his Krishna consciousness. Same with our Guru Maharaj. He can relate to everyone. They may be the Prime Minister of India. They may be the CEO of a company, and he can still talk to a regular devotee. So we have to learn how to be more Krishna conscious, and everything can be solved. Others may help us to improve our skills in communication, you know. But if we are not Krishna conscious, what is the use of that? Still something will be lacking. Most important thing is that to become Krishna conscious. And how? By surrender. Without surrender, there is no love. There is no Krishna consciousness. We may be surrender sometimes and sometimes not. So we're still gonna have some difficulties here. But I understand sometimes devotees are too shy to approach, but no, if you're strong spiritually, there's nothing to be embarrassed of, because we are representative of Krishna, we're a representative of Srila Prabhupada, and we're presenting to the people the absolute truth. We're presenting to the mass of people something that they don't have, but actually they need. So if we are in a position that we may need to polish our skills in some ways, how to deal, that may help a little bit up to a certain extent. But what is the most important is that we become Krishna conscious. I just, for me, traveling, I cannot be shy. I cannot be shy. How am I be able to talk? I'm staying here with our God brother here, Bali Yagya Prabhu. And this is my third day, isn't it? And the way I speak to the people, sometimes I've never met any of them, but I have to say something which it may hurt them, because it's truth. But if I don't say it, then my purpose of coming is defeated. Then why did I come for? For like a tourist or something? No, I don't even have time to see what, the attraction of the cities. Mataji is telling me, oh, we should go to what palace is that? Emirates Palace. What is the use of going there? I can go, it's a building, yeah, it's nice. No. So, the main ingredient is that you have to be Krishna conscious. And how do you do that? It'll depend on your sadhana. It'll depend on your chanting Hare Krishna. Everything will be accomplished so easily. And Krishna as Paramatma within our heart, he will tell us what to say. It'll come automatically. I'm telling you, I come here, I'm not preparing anything, what I'm going to say. But I observe, I watch what's going on. Whatever I heard from the devotees, based on their experience, I mold my lecture in such a way that to help them. Now, you may not have that, experience of traveling all over the world like I do, but you be a good observer of your surroundings. Whatever you see, connect it to Krishna. In this way, this is how you be able to develop what you're going to say to the person who have not met any devotees before. And you'll be able to convince that person. Is that okay?
Yes, Maharaj, thank you very much. Sorry?
You want to add something? I know you have a lot of experience in this regard because you were in the corporate world. How do you talk to them? They're not Krishna conscious. You talk to them in a mundane way because, but sometimes you may inject Krishna consciousness also. Very subtle. It's like an art.
Yes, yes. Maharaj, I was more concerned about those of us who are trying to improve in our Krishna consciousness, but we're not there yet. And in the meantime, we have to deal with co-workers, devotees in the temple, relatives, friends, and they present a lot of challenges, which, of course, if you're totally Krishna conscious, everything can be handled. But while we are trying to get there, there are many things that disturb the mind of people and they become very agitated. Just last night, I was giving a class to a bunch of young people in their 20s, basically. And some of the problems they were raising were their relationship issues, their challenges at the work with the boss, conflict with the deadlines at work, and reading the books and chanting 16 rounds, on and on and on. People they cannot get along with, people, all those challenges that we have in the material world, and they have that because they're living in the material world, but they're not high enough in the Krishna consciousness. They can say, I love Krishna, therefore I'm able to love everybody, I can handle everything, and I can get the inspiration from Paramatma. They're not there. So the issue is, what do we do for them? Just keep telling them, become more Krishna conscious and wait, or skill?
Yeah, well, the main thing that I would say is to start chanting. Have faith on the holy name. The issue here is that they don't have faith. You have to increase their faith first. Because the faith is the root cause of how we can go on and continue on in Krishna consciousness. That is the first initial stage of bhakti, isn't it? If they don't have faith, how can you give them faith? You just tell them, well, just try. You got nothing to lose, just try. And ultimately, some of them, they will ask very, very high questions. And then I asked the person this morning, I gave a class, he asked very difficult question. How do you balance, how do you balance, when you have false ego and what to do? It's very, very difficult question. You don't get that question very often. So I try to answer to the best of my ability and knowledge. Then lastly, I ask him, do you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra? What is his reply? No. So how I told him, how can you ask that question so high? And I give you answer, you may or may not understand my reply. But at least try chanting first. Be regulated. Don't tell them immediately, oh no, you have to get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. No, just understand. Be regulated. Because everything will automatically be solved. And I told again, and if you really have a problem, so big problem in your life, you need a guru. Because the guru will be able to solve your problem, both materially and especially spiritually. But before, then one devotee asked me, oh, when do you know when you're ready for initiation? Then I told, when you're ready to surrender, then you're ready for initiation. So most of us, we have to be sure that we are actually fully surrendered. Because whatever Guru says, I will follow. And others who just ask questions, but they don't want to follow, it's like Prabhupada would be, have questioned him, have you seen God? What did Prabhupada reply? Yes, we see God everywhere. We see God every day. But are you ready to follow the procedure to see God? If you're not ready, I will not be able to show you God. So similarly, there are many people who are suffering and anxiety. Many, those who are distressed, those who are depressed, they don't know what to do. So that's why we tell them in the beginning, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Simple solution. You try it. Now, it doesn't have to be 16 rounds. Give them a little bit of taste. Okay, you just try even 1 round. Try it for 10 days or something. Then as soon as they have the taste, it will increase. The kids nowadays, they're addicted to video games. You ask them about Krishna, they probably don't know anything about Krishna. But you ask them a video game, immediately they know. So how to engage them? That is the problem. So whenever I see a young kid, can you promise you chant 1 round every day? Okay, next time I see you, I'm going to ask you again, okay, if you're chanting. This is what a young kid, Okay, you promise you will chant? So you ask them if they can promise to chant at least 1 round. That is the start. There's no magical solution to this. There's none. If you know a better solution than chanting, please let us know. There's no way. Is there anybody have a better reply to this? I don't think so. Prabhupada says, if you have a better solution to the suffering in this material world, please let us know. We will try it also. But there's nothing else.
Maharaj, this is Anandas.
Anandas, Prabhu. Yes, sir.
Well, if you cannot, it's a good suggestion to encourage for chanting or ask for chanting. But I think other alternative also will be to engage them in Krishna service in whatever little way you can get them.
Sure.
You know, then
If they have
then afterward they might be able to accept the chanting too.
Sure.
I think you have to engage them lovingly, basically. You know,
Yeah, this is
any
what,
little service you can engage them. You know.
yeah, definitely.
You know, I mean that's the
Engage them-
start, especially in a
engage them-
family. You know, basically, especially in family, if you keep them engaged in a Krishna service, just like now we are preparing a dinner for your program. You know, so we all work together. You know, and then they
Good.
know that okay, this is for the occasion for serving Krishna or something. You know.
Good, good,
So-
good.
I think that may be the better way, you know, to keep them engaging here with little bit, you know.
Yeah,
of
that is
Krishna
your
service.
family. That is your family member. What
Yeah.
if not a family member? How do you engage them?
Outside too, same way, just give them whatever you can give, praise them or
They don't
appreciate
have
it.
time. They don't have time.
Well,
They don't have time. They don't want to come to the temple. You know what is also another good solution? At least give them Mahaprasad.
that also good. That is also very good.
That will purify them, isn't it?
Also give them a good words, you know. Give them
Yeah,
good
praise
Krishna's
them.
words.
It's good, but we have to be practical, okay?
Yeah.
Agyata Sukriti. This is how we come, or we came to Krishna consciousness through Agyata Sukriti. Agyata Sukriti means performing bhakti unknowingly. We can be able to engage them somehow. Mm.
Maharaj, I can tell you one experience I had yesterday. I had
Yes.
a doctor's visit. So I have a doctor was a Chinese doctor. And so me and Sivananda he was helping me to go there. So we took one Chinese Gita and one English Gita. So when I reached there, the doctor went home. So I have to get a service from somebody else, you know, Pakistani doctor, whom I gave him Gita last time, you know. So when I checking out, I saw a receptionist. And I asked him, say, I didn't have the goggles for, you know, because my eyes were dilated. She said, and when I put the book, Bhagavad Gita on a counter, her eye just pops up. He says, I'm looking for this book, you know. So I gave her the book and she ran away and get the glasses for me, you know. And she said, where is your center? So I didn't have the information. I said, you can Google it. But if I had the card, I could have given him the, center card, you know. Then finally I wrote down in his Gita, so I'll give you my telephone number and everything. And you can call me anytime, whenever you want, any answer or questions, you know. And I
There
also
you
give
go.
him a lecture, you know. But she was very happy to receive the book. As if she was just looking for that book, you know.
Krishna's arrangement, hey? Any other points? Any question? Someone has raised his hand. Who raised his hand?
It was Darshan Mohan, Prabhu.
Darshan Mohan Prabhu, you want to say something? Are you there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandra Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I was in San Jose, if you remember. But for the job, I moved to New York, Albany. And we don't have much devotees here. But somehow Krishna connected with one of the devotees here. I am staying with his house now and doing little book distribution service. So looking your blessing and how I can do it here, survive it here. Because San Jose, there was a lot of devotees, and then now here is very limited. So looking your guidance and how I can manage it here.
Well, there are many devotees nearby. From time to time, you go to New York Temple also.
Mhm.
Try to do to get some information. do some,
Albany now new center there, already purchasing building.
Yeah,
They-
Connecticut, yeah, is there. I go with Sunday and but
Okay.
there is only the inside temple, not many other services like we go Harinam, we go for the book distribution service. It's not that many, but the devotee I am staying, he initiative and going there.
For
Prabhu,
now,
you
For
contact
now.
me. I know a lot about devotee there. You do book
There you go.
distribution, other thing. Sorry.
Garuda Prabhu ki jai. Okay, you can contact Garuda Prabhu, eh? Sachimata, Mataji.
Okay, bro.
Sachimata.
Hare
You
Krishna,
ready?
Maharaj, Damdat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Guru Maharaj, I wanted to ask that Guru Maharaj places a lot of emphasis on Mangal Aarti. Even when we are going through the Glory of India book, there's a lot of emphasis. But sometimes due to circumstances, place, time, you cannot do Mangal Aarti, maybe because of my family circumstances. And I
Yes.
feel like I'm not following my Maharaj's instructions. So what do you do in that case?
What do you mean? You're finding it difficult to get up early?
No. I get up early, but I get up like around 4:15 or something, because my Prabhuji is not into Krishna
Early?
consciousness.
What
So-
else do you want to get up at 3 o'clock or
No,
something?
but then like I like to take shower before I do any like aarti or any
Okay,
chanting.
so what's
or
the problem?
So I'm like basically it doesn't start right at that time, like 4:35. So
Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. The home program is not as strict
okay,
as the temple program. That the pujari has to blow the conch shell exactly on the dot, 4:30.
okay, okay,
You may do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's not a problem. Krishna can understand.
okay,
Because Grihastha, ashram, living at home, the standard is not as, there should be some flexibility.
Mhm.
But nevertheless, one should not miss Mangalartik. Okay.
Okay, Maharaj.
That
And
is
the
the-
other question is we have I'm attending Bhagavatam class and Gita class online. It's our temple arrangement, New Jersey, Central New Jersey. But we
Sure.
really don't, but it's not like we are sitting with the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita, in the evening, especially it's hard because you are taking care of the cooking and, bhoga and everything. So
Mhm.
means I know it's not the same as sitting with the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So is it good enough or, I don't know. I feel like, I should sit and listen sometimes, but it doesn't really happen. But, listening definitely is there. It's not that I'm opening the Bhagavatam every day and reading it, but I'm definitely listening, trying to attend the class, as much as I can,
Okay,
the classes
There
as
are
much
two
as I can.
things. Two things that one also part of the sadhana should do. Attend the Shrimad Bhagavatam class. If you cannot attend physically, then you can attend online. But you should also study, read Srila Prabhupada's books on your own,
Okay.
on a daily routine. This is part of your daily routine. Write some notes. I'm sure there may be some questions that you'll not be able to answer. They not understand what you've read. Write some notes and ask those questions to some senior devotees there nearby.
I do that, yes.
So
I do
that's
that.
good. That's good.
Mhm. Because when we have the classes not in person now since COVID, that's all online. So we are able. There is a question and answer session at the end. They give us time to ask
Sure.
questions. So
Sure. But you see, we should not be conditioned that if I can go physically, you should not be conditioned that, oh, I'll just do it online, virtual. If you can go personally to attend, that is the best, because in person, when you see the speaker, there's a different effect than if you are hearing virtually.
Right.
It's not the same. It's like the connection is not there, because it's the Zoom classes during the COVID time is very much needed because of the condition of the world. But now, if you're able to go, spend a little bit of time driving a little bit, please go.
Yes.
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
No, Maharaj, I'm going on Sundays, definitely I'm going, and whoever is
Okay.
giving the lecture.
It's okay. So do whatever you
Yeah.
can do for now, okay?
Thank you, Maharaj.
don't worry
Thank
that
you.
too
Hare
much.
Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Radha Kish. Who is Radha Kish?
Hare
Kishan?
Krishna Maharaj. Kishori.
Radha, sorry,
Radhika,
okay.
Radhika Kishori. Yes. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Maharaj. Yeah.
Are you-
Like we are in Jersey City, New Jersey, Maharaj. So like right now, like one new temple inaugurated in December 31st. So we are like going there. So we are going there and we are doing pujari services and cooking and preaching, like, telling the new temple here. So
Mhm.
like one thing is started recently. So we are going to other temple, Central New Jersey before.
Mhm.
So we are doing services there and like doing the Sunday school for my son, and like Sunday feast we are going, lectures we are going. So we are missing that. And like we, like now it's summer, like every sannyasi is coming and taking classes to other temples, and like we are missing the darshan and like classes also. Because like we are helping the new temple here, Iskana Patsan. That's the name, is Iskana Patsan. So we are like, what is the situation is like, I am like myself, like I am missing the feeling, like is the Maharaj, like who is coming, like sannyasi is coming and giving the darshan, and like it's fortunate, right? So I am missing like what is you understand my confusion, like what we can do.
Well, from time to time, give yourself some time for yourself, because you may be burnt out. There's a word in ISKCON. You may be burnt out doing so much service, and then you forgot yourself to have some time, personal time for yourself. It's like here, there's so many programs. So every day they come back home like 10 o'clock, and then the next day they do the same routine. And they said, what is this? There's no time for really cultivating relationship. There's no time for me to read. There's no time for me to really chant my rounds properly. So it's good to do some service, but have some time for yourself also, like contemplation. Again, what is the use of saving others if first you have to save yourself? It's good to do service, but how about yourself? Are you also able to manage your time properly? And maybe after some time, you'll just feel, why am I doing this? It becomes like mechanical. So what's the problem if you also visit the temple where you will hear and he'll give you inspiration from other speakers? Then you go back to your service again. It's not mandatory that you do service, and then you don't have time for yourself, personal self. That means, try to understand the situation where you are at, because you'll be burnt out. And I've seen devotees being burnt out. You don't see them for a long time. Do you have experience like this? Some of your friends or yourself also?
No, no, Maharaj, I never see like that. So,
But
like the
now
thing is,
I feel that you are experiencing this.
yes. So, like, my thing is like we are the only one pujari and the cooking for the temple. Like nobody is there. So right
Temple
now,
is this. Why open a temple if you're the only one pujari who's cooking? Which
yeah,
temple is?
yes, a center. It's recently it's open, right? So it's
Well,
yeah,
before opening a center, you must have manpower.
manpower. Yeah, we are faith on Guru Maharaj and Krishna,
Hey,
so he can send some
Who
people.
opened this center?
He's Rompad Maharaj, His Holiness Rompad Maharaj's disciple. His name is Narottam Das.
So is he doing also some service there?
Yeah, he is doing everything like the manufacturing the temple and the altar services. Like he's maintaining everything. He's the man, only one. He's doing multiple tasks and all this.
Sounds
So
like
we
a
are like
good program to me. Sounds like a good program. Opening a center, but no manpower.
no manpower. Yeah. So like we are
Why
thinking you are
open a
coming to
center
Jersey
if you
City.
don't have any help. You should not open a center not until you have manpower. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So if you have like some time, Maharaj, like if you are here in New Jersey, I heard like you are coming to Jersey City
Okay.
and New York Radha Yatra. So please come one time, then we can see. You
We
can
have to-
see, then
that's
you
the
can tell.
problem. That's the problem also. But I will try, okay? Maybe Garuda will take me.
Yes, Prabhu. We are also near New York, so if you come, like
How far are you
it's
from New York? How far are
we
you
are
from
like we are in Bhakti Center. You know the Radha Muralidhar's temple, so Bhakti Center. We are nearby, like 35 minutes.
Okay, sure.
You came last year, Prabhu Maharaj. Like you came last year, Maharaj. So you gave the class in my home, at my home.
Yeah.
If you remember Jersey City.
Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah, I met you in the Vrindavan last year also, last August or September too.
Try to come,
If you
okay?
remember. Yes, Maharaj. Please.
My program in New York is practically all set already.
Oh, Krishna. Yes, Maharaj. If you have time, like please consider us too. I'm begging. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Anybody else? Leela Krishna Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam. So,
Hare Krishna.
can you hear me right, Maharaj?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. So the question is regarding the preaching. I think you touched on some of the topic. So preaching to our internal family members very close by, and the other people is the external, right? So difficult part is the internal, like who are very close to us. And they usually come to us and they discuss about their problem and the challenges. And we know that the material problem can be solved only by associate with our Krishna consciousness thing. But
yes,
we keep on preaching them. Now, I want your thoughts is, how often, like we tried multiple times, they are not coming into this. I have like some very close friends, but they still with very much of the material thing. So my question is, how often or how many attempts we have to do to preach them, or after a certain time you have to just give up? Okay, you are on your way, in our way.
That's a good question. Hare Krishna. Well, if you think there is a hope that they will become Krishna conscious by having your association, keep doing it. If you think that it's useless, still try, but not too much hard, making it so much effort to do it. If they come to see you and they ask for advice as a friend, they're non-devotees, fine.
Yeah.
You give some time. It's like a teacher, he teaches everyone in the classroom, even the naughty boys, right? But he gives more emphasis to those who are studying hard, doing their homework. So you be the judge, be practical. At least they're coming to you.
Okay.
But if they don't want to change and they're coming to you, still give a little bit of time. You cannot say, no, don't come to me anymore. I'm fed up with you. Go away.
Okay.
you-
No,
I don't think you can say like that. No,
right. No, I agree, Maharaj,
you have
because
to be.
my friends, I know them since 5th grade. They are almost like 30, 35 years. Whenever I go to India, they come, oh, you came from US, this or that. They always want the party thing, right? They spend
I
in
can
everything.
see.
But whenever I will try to preach,
Sounds like normal Indian program.
yeah, Maharaj. So I was thinking that it's almost this time I thought, like last time I visited September, and now I'm thinking that I will call them in the temple, Delhi temple, come there and we will have a party in the temple itself. So
Very good.
kind of thing, I'm thinking that, okay, is enough, right? So that kind of thing is keep on popping up. How often we have to go? I think I got the answer, Maharaj. I have another question, but we can keep trying, right? So they are very close friends. We know them from like 5th or 6th grade of the school. So they still come. They are talking to me. But whenever I start having the preaching thing, they have Bhagavad Gita, but they are in very much like 90% in the materialistic enjoyment part.
Yeah, that's normal.
So second question is, Maharaj, you mentioned, I think somewhere we in the temple program at the Grahastha program, the strictness is little different, right? So what
Yeah.
is that strictness we want to follow that is no matter you are in temple or at the household or anywhere, that strictness has to be there?
Well, first of all, when you do deity worship, you should have a clean cloth. You should take bath, preferably wear dhoti.
Yeah.
Or once you wear dhoti, don't wear the next day pajama. If you're wearing pajama, clean pajama, fine, that's okay. As long as it is clean, tilak, everything. That is strictness. It's not that, strictness also is not that one day you get up early and the next day you're too late, like 2 hours late. No, it should be like, there should be some leeway, but not so much. That it'll be, because the Lord will be waiting for you. Hey, where is my pujari? When is he coming? I'm hungry now. How come he's still sleeping? You have to be strict in that way, that there should be some leeway, but not so much. Definitely you have to chant your rounds. That is strictness. Huh? Yeah. If you offer, let's say 1 boga offering for the whole day, that is fine. If you can make it 2, that is fine. But don't, if you start making 2 offerings and the next day you don't have time to make 2 offerings, that's not good. It has to be constant. It's not that today, okay, today I'll offer Gornitai 2 boga offerings, but tomorrow, no, I think I can only offer 1. No, it should not be like that. Strictness means, that is sadhana. Sadhana means constant. You may increase, but once you increase, you don't go down. Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj.
That is what you call standard. Strictness means standard. So the standard at home is not the same as the standard at the temple. At least you have to be clean before touching the Lord. If you can dress the deities, I know many devotees, when I travel, they only dress twice, only on Ekadasi. If you have been dressing the Lord for the last 5 years during Ekadasi, that means the Lord is asking, when are you going to dress me weekly? We change our clothes every day, but why not the Lord? Especially if you have committed to worship the deity. Prabhupada says deities will reciprocate according to how we treat them. We treat them like stone or metal or statue, they will treat us the same thing.
I agree.
So Krishna has come to your home, so you treat him as a person, not just, oh, my friends, they have deities, I should also have deities. I should also do deity worship. but then you are neglectful. That's not proper.
Thank you, Maharaj. It makes sense. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna consciousness means common sense.
Yeah.
Means practical. Anything else?
No, thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanwad Pranam. All Gurus Prabhupada, all Gurus.
Jagadish Singha Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes.
Maharaj, I have one question. Somebody asked in the Bhakti Vriksha, being the corporate world and being a devotee, he's saying that sometime like eating the onion and garlic, not the like on interest, he's going to attend the office party or some functions. So he has a hesitation to say, oh, I don't want to eat this and that. So just not to say no to them, he says that sometime I'm eating that. So is this okay, or how to justify being a Krishna consciousness?
What do you think? Is it okay or not okay?
For me, Maharaj,
listen first. If you think that you'll be able to go there and compromise, it's difficult for you to say no. You better say an excuse. I cannot come. I am busy. I have something else to do. What is the use of going there and then you try just to please them? I know one devotee who just came in Krishna consciousness, okay? He celebrated his 60th birthday. He invited, I don't know if he invited or his relatives came from India. And because they're non-vegetarians, they eat meat. You know what he did? He was serving meat. And he's chanting. He's trying to follow. He's just beginning. Do you think that is proper? See, this is the opposite now. Do you think it's okay just to please my friends and relatives? I should serve them meat? Because I know they eat meat, right? So I should, okay, to make them happy. No, we're not here to make others happy if it's not, doesn't have connection with Krishna. We're here to please Krishna and Guru and the Vaisnavas. If you think that you'll be able, you'll be compromising your principle when you go to these occasions, you better say, I'm sorry, I cannot come. I have some other engagement more important than socializing. And that is a problem in Indian family, relatives, friends. Don't look back from where you came from. Go ahead. From where you're gonna go. Okay. Those are so-called friends. They cannot help you. So-called relatives who are like inimical, we try to avoid them. If they are non-favorable but they are friendly, that's okay. Give them some of your time. But if they're inimical, they're really like, so much against and blaspheming you or no, forget it. We're not like Prahlad Maharaj. He's dealing with the king of demons. And still in the end, please save my father. So you know now how to reply to that?
Yeah, Maharaj. And because one of the very senior devotees, he asked others also, and others replied in such a way, oh, once in okay, if you have fear about the job, you can go, we are not so strict. No. So I said, personally, I'm not suggesting for that. We should not break our sadhana. We should simply humbly say, like in my case, Maharaj, if that happens in office, like humbly I say, I don't eat it because I follow the spiritual things which will break that, but I will go with you, but I don't eat it. So please don't mind it.
Yeah. Let them know you have a different lifestyle than them. Let them know that you are Krishna Bhakta, if it's okay to let them know. But let them know that, you know, you have certain principles. I don't want to compromise. Be straightforward. That is better. Okay?
Thank you, Maharaj. Because he asked other senior devotees and they did his favor. Once is okay. So he's saying that, no, they said once is okay, you don't eat.
I'm sorry, Prabhuji. Senior devotee should lead those who are under him the proper way. That is senior devotee. Senior, there are many kinds of senior devotee by age, by initiation, and by knowledge. The real senior devotee is by knowledge. Even he is junior to you by age. Okay?
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
I don't accept him so much as a senior if he gives that kind of advice. Don't worry, once in a while it's okay. You can eat meat. Is that senior? No, he's more than junior.
Most junior.
Most junior, right on the bottom. Oh, you know what? I just want to. I just quote something. Just 1 second before I go. I would like to have something for you to take away. Okay, just 1 second. I read this quote and I quote it into my. Let's just 1 second. Why is it here? Hold on. Don't go away. I'm gonna tell you something just before you go. No, wait. That's not the one. It talks about leadership, being a leader or being like a senior, an ideal leader. Being a leader doesn't mean that he wants the best for himself, but the real leader wants the one who's under him to be better than him.
Making everyone else better, Maharaj.
Huh?
Making everyone else better.
Making everyone else better than him. That is the real leader. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that quote. Yeah, you got that quote. I sent it to you. Okay. Anything else?
No, thank you so much, Maharaj. And we are waiting eagerly to have your association.
Yes. Please, we should pray again for Guru Maharaj's health, his health to improve more and more. And Advaita Acharya Prabhu was saying in the beginning that there is some procedure that he will be going through on Tuesday. That means Monday, your time. Am I correct?
Yes, Maharaj.
Advaita Acharya Prabhu.
Yes, Maharaj, this is right. We'll find out in next 12 to 24 hours what is Guru Maharaj's decision.
Yeah.
Most likely it's a fixed date, but we know that Guru Maharaj can decide.
I know the devotees in Washington, the doctors, like especially Dr. Hitesh Patel and Jagannath Priya and Advaita Acharya, would like to have this procedure be done in Washington area, but Guru Maharaj declined. He said, better do it in Delhi. So, and they were ready to pay all the expenses, however, how much it will cost, but somehow Guru Maharaj
not convinced. He is very comfortable doing in Delhi. He understands that we can provide services, care, but he's very comfortable doing in Delhi. And he has a lot of faith in Dr. Seth also. So, and hopefully that will be the successful.
I went to an Ayurvedic doctor. He has a sign on the wall. It says, "Doctor treats, but God cures." Ultimately, it's in Krishna's hands.
Yes.
You may have the best doctor, the very, very top elite doctor to treat you, but ultimately Krishna will cure us. Yes?
That's 100% truth. Doctors believe too.
And prayers
works,
can make miracles. So continue, okay? And especially for the next 48 hours or so. Thank you very much for your kind
Maharaj,
participation.
Maharaj, I got the quote. You want me to read it? You
Yes,
send it to
please.
me.
Yeah.
Leadership is not about being the best. Leadership is about making everyone else better.
This is Krishna consciousness. In the material world, they want to be in the top and they want to push everyone down. In the spiritual world, they will push everyone up. The greatness of a leader depends on the one who is under him. Like Srila Prabhupada, he wants us to all to be better. The guru wants the disciple to be better than him. Like the teacher wants the students to be better than him. In the material world, that may work, but in the spiritual platform, the disciple cannot be greater, but sometimes could be greater. Like in the story of Ramanuja Acharya, his guru says, don't tell this mantra, because this mantra will liberate one to go back home, back to Godhead. And this is a secret, okay? Don't tell anyone. So Ramanuja Acharya, he told everyone in the marketplace, hey, everyone, you chant this mantra, you go back home, back to Godhead. And the guru found out. He says, what? Why did you do that? I don't mind going to hell as long as everyone goes back to Godhead. That is very rare. Okay, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
So much,
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna.
Thank you so much.
for
Thank
your
you so much, Maharaj.
association.
Thank you. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank
See you on Monday, Maharaj. Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Oh, Ram Murari, Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.